So, welcome to a candlelit version of the Bog Blog. I am, just over a week ago I had a cold, and it's been the first time I've had a cold in forever. I felt really poorly, so now do these bath times and have the candles lit and the bubbles going, and when I finish filming this I'll put some music on, and it's just pretty and nice. I also have my glass of wine with me as well, so chin chin. So today, what's going on? Well, my friend called Sean has gone off to university. She's gone to Bangor, and you can see Sean's blog still on my account, but like a few videos before this, so it is still there. Those of you who want to see Sean. And we filmed that a few weeks ago now, but we had just like the best time doing it. And so she's gone off and she's starting her Freshers Week. I presume she's like the first Freshers Week. I've heard that there are basically like September is just full of different Fresher Weeks. Because like in Glasgow, where they have 3 universities or something, each university has its own Freshers Week, so they get 3 weeks of just, you don't go out overnight. Whereas we're quite lucky, we only have one university around here, and obviously they only have the one Freshers Week, which last year I went along to, and had the best night ever. It was so cool. We went into some pub, and the deal was, if you went on karaoke, you got a free shot. Well, kind of, me on a night out, and if there's karaoke, I go on it loads anyway, because I always end up getting drunk. But then obviously I get a shot afterwards for free. But these were proper shots, like the fellow was literally just getting the bottle of vodka and going and then I'm necking it back, so bit of a bad night. Took me 3 taxis to get home. Oh no, it's so bad. I just kept throwing up in them. Anyway, we come on to now what is this week's Bog Blog, and something that has been sort of on my mind recently, and it's something that I've been looking into over the past couple of weeks, and it has always been an interest of mine, is to do with spirits and the afterlife, and the whole thing of what actually happens to us after we die. So I started doing research into this about 2 years ago or something like that, and basically I would find a location and then go and do my research about that location. So there are some sites which I know a fair bit about. There's one in Southport which I think is barely mentioned because it is a really creepy building, which is kind of why I'm surprised that no one has actually come to video this, but I will do it one of these days, and I know I've said it on a video in my past before, but I really will film the video there one of these days, and I will show you around the site, because it's just, well, let me tell you about it. Basically, in, I think it's 18 something, this manor house was built in Southport, and it owned something like the first 40 acres around the building were belonging to this house. It's since that family lost it, it's been a school, it's been used as a hospital, a mental asylum, and then I think it got left to be disused, because I remember in 2004 I was meant to be going to the sports hall, which is like next door to this place, and we didn't go one week, but we went the week after, and there was like no glass in the building. It just, something wasn't right about it. We found out there'd actually been a fire the week before, and it had taken out the, I haven't got this right, the back right hand side of the building. So as you look at the building, I don't know which way you're looking now. That way. So as you look at the building, it's this side and like the back of the right hand side that's basically rubble now. Me and my friends have been to see the site now on quite a few occasions, and we go along and we gain access because the fencing that they put up around the building to try and keep people out is just absolutely, well, piss poor. So we stood on the rubble at the back and we've been able to see into the building and that sort of thing. And we went along on one night and we stood out front of the building. We had a digital camera with us and we were taking pictures, like as we were looking up to the main house. And we don't know if people died in this fire. We presume that no one did because no one was ever found. But we were getting orbs. We were getting. There was the face in one of the doorways when, was it who had the camera now? I can't remember who had the camera, but someone had the camera, obviously. And they took a picture, and I remember seeing it, and when the flash hit in the doorway, there was a perfect face of someone stood there. Now I've been there many, many a time, and there is no way you can get into that building now. It's one of them that's like nailed shut, but from the inside. It's really, really bizarre. Basically, you can't get into that building anymore. You can't knock it down because it's a listed building, which is just pointless. But me and my friend Nick went up ages ago, and Nick was actually a bit more adventurous than I thought he would have been. And we went into some of the outhouses, which were like at the back of the building and then like around that area. And some of the things that you find are just absolutely manic. When I take you up to the site and show you the film, I'll show you these bits that I'm talking about. But there's a massive, massive dining hall, which the guests, the patients were brought into this dining hall because they'd all eat at the same time. And then you've got like the staff quarters and where the patients were kept and all this stuff, and it's absolutely fascinating. The like history of the site is really, really interesting. For those of you who are interested in that sort of thing, I'm not saying everyone is. But my question for this Bevs blog is, do you first of all believe that there is an afterlife? Do you believe that it is possible for a spirit to make contact with us? And do you believe that if you believe in all of that, do you believe that you have to go to a specific haunted site or what is believed to be haunted to see these spirits? Is that true? I don't know. The research I've looked into, right, something has to have happened where the haunting is. There has to be some connection, like it could be a person who's living there or something like that. You get my point. So there has to be some sort of connection for there to be a haunting there. I've only just seen how full this bath is, so I'm going to turn it off. I've got the cold on. So, what do you believe? Put it in the comments underneath and let me know what you think. Click on subscribe and all that sort of stuff, and I look forward to seeing your comments. Yay. I was wondering why I was making that little clicking noise. I don't know. That's very strange. That should be cold enough now, I don't know. But, just before I get into the bath, I need to tell you about a vlog coming up in the next couple of weeks, and we're looking for people to get involved. So have a look in the comments underneath, the description underneath, and all the information will be there. He, best part. Close the door. Shut up, shout.